Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the Clark Network. It's the Ryan A. Clark Show. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. This video, I wanted to get back to the NBA. And this NBA talk, I want to try and say a couple of times I wanted to share about. Starting with the Orlando Magic. I'm kind of, I was watching and catching some of their highlights, and I was wondering why haven't they really turned out the way I thought they would. I thought the acquisition of Bain, I thought they would have been a top 4 team in the East coming in, but right now it's like they're in the play-in at 26 and 24. And I have a couple of reasons why, and I'm curious, Orlando Magic fans or just basketball fans in general, what you guys think about it. Um, I think they're not really evolving because of their best player. Sorry if I say it wrong, but Paulo Banchero. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think he was on the rise to being one of the top players in the league, and for some reason, it seems like he kind of phased out. He's kind of, I guess you could say, mid. He's like right in the middle. He seems like he's not evolving. He's not growing. He's not really changing or elevating a part of his game to where you can see like, okay, he's that guy. Trust me, I do think he's an elite player and everything. But I mean, as far as bringing your game up to elevating your team, it doesn't seem like he's doing that. Like as an example, for let's say Jalen Brown. We know he's a great player, but even now with Tatum out, he's now evolved his game, playmaking, scoring, rebound. He's doing defense. He's doing all the things that's necessary for the Boston Celtics to still be a top 3 seed in the East, and it's showing. For Apollo, even with the acquisition of Bain, it doesn't seem like his game hasn't changed much. He's still a pretty, I don't say simple scorer, but he's more of a mid game, little shooting big game, rebounder. He's like I said, he seems like he's right in the middle at everything. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's like you're not taking the next step to build the team and have the team grow. I think they have a nice young team, him, Franz Wagner, and Bain. And you look at their numbers and they're all hovering around 20 points a game, 20 to 22. So it's like you guys are getting a little bit of the scoring. But for me, I wanted to see Paolo go from maybe 21, 22 to that 25, 26. Expand your game. So that's kind of where it was averaging about, let's see, he's averaging 8 rebounds, get that up to about 10. I kind of wanted to see him take that leap into, I guess you could say, top 15, more of a elite status. And for y'all who think he's there, okay, but I think that it just seems like he's not really elevating. And even with the help I just said, Franz Wagner, he had a great, I want to say, early half of the season. He was on pace to be an all star, and it kind of seemed like he dropped off towards the end of the year. But right now, maybe it's the injuries that got to the team, but it seems like the Orlando Magic are right there, but they haven't taken that next step, which I thought they would. I thought Bane would help with the shooting and getting some more grit, and it looks like he has, but it seems like just seems like they're not there. It seems like they're not there. I had more hopes for the team coming into the season, but it just doesn't look like they're panning out. And I'm curious what you guys think about the Magic as well. Did you guys think they would be in a play-in situation? Do you still view Paulo as a top guy? Do you think his supporting cast has to get better? I think Wendell Carter Jr. is good. Um, I think, yeah, I said Bain and Wagner. I do think they're good. Maybe it's a coaching issue. I just for some reason, I like going into the year, I did think that they were going to be the next team on the rise, especially with how the series with Boston went. I thought that they were going to turn the corner, but it doesn't look like they have. And I'm very curious as to what you guys might think on that one. And also on Eastern Conference talk, last night for me, the game of the night was supposed to be the Pistons versus the Knicks. And it looks like Pistons win BTA on the Knicks. And man, Detroit got a pretty strong lead on the East. So I'm curious what you guys think about who can challenge Detroit right now. First half of the season, it looks like Detroit looks like is the best team in the East. And I'm curious about who you guys think can challenge them. Um, right now, there's Boston, there's New York, there's Cleveland. They're top teams right now. Uh, Cleveland, I'm gonna hold on to because they made the Harden deal, and I do want to talk about the trades and everything. I got a lot of good thoughts on there. But definitely gonna talk about that soon. But I think the Cleveland deal helped. New York got Alvarez. I think they'll do a little bit, but I don't know who can really challenge Detroit right now. It just seems like they got the it. If that, I'm sorry, I can't describe it, but it's like they have toughness, they have gritness, they have coaching, they have they have the want to elevate. I look at Stewart. He definitely expanded his game. I was watching that game. He had a few threes last night. It kind of surprised me. I was like, man. And Stu and Duran, so Duran's an all-star. He's elevating his game. K's an all-star starter. So I think the Pistons, they look like they want to take over the East, and that I like that look from them. I wish Boston had Tatum. I definitely would say they would give him a run. New York looks like they can, but I don't know. Detroit looks like they want to take them out bad. I don't know, man. Detroit didn't like that loss last year, and it seems like whenever they see the Knicks, they want to let them know it ain't happening again. And I remember seeing the Pistons coach on First Take, like really saying, like, "Nah, we didn't like that. We want the Knicks." And this time it looks like they're showing it, and I like that a lot. Got to build up some more rivalries and things like that within the NBA. But as I continue to look down the list, Sixers, I don't, I don't think so. I think they got enough bodies for Embiid. Mm, Maxi versus Cade. It was a close game when they just recently played. Detroit won, and I just don't. I don't think so. I just don't think that's it. Yeah, I just don't. I think Detroit may have got the East. A lot of basketball left and things like that. But what do you guys think? Who do you guys think can give Detroit the best challenge? I'm curious what you guys think about that. Please let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good one.